Super 8 Critical Point Reviews. Yes. Leroy's not here today. He has not seen the movie yet. But we are going to get up X-Men First Class tomorrow, or it's 110 today. We'll have that review up today. Hopefully we'll have another review up coming up soon. 13 Assassins. It's an older movie. It came out back in April. It's not like an old movie review, but it did come out back in April, but it was like limited release. But we'll have that review up too pretty soon. I don't know if many of y'all heard about it. If y'all haven't, I think you've been on iTunes or something like that. But let me get back to Super 8. Sorry guys, getting off subject. Super 8. I love this movie. Oh my gosh. When I saw the trailer, it reminded me of The Goonies, The Goonies, Close Encounters, E.T., Jaws, all the old Spielberg movies. You know, it truly, I was like, dang, that movie looks awesome. It reminds me of the movies I grew up on. Even though they came out before I was born, I still grew up watching every single one of them on TV and like videos and such like that. I love those movies. And dang it, man. I walked into the theater and that's what I was hoping for and that's what I was expecting. A nostalgia, just loaded movie, and that's what I got, and I loved it. And I can see where some people would be like, I can see where people would not like it for the exact same reasons I loved it, and just, well, it just took scenes from this movie and it took scenes from that movie. But to be honest with you, we haven't had a old school Spielberg-esque movie like this since Spielberg made those movies or produced those movies back then. We haven't had a movie. It even takes from Poltergeist. And I love this movie so much. It is, between that and 13 Assassins, no, I would even say this, that Super 8 is my favorite movie so far this year, just because it reminds me of having so much fun growing up as a kid watching the old school movies like that. I mean, I loved it. I'm sorry I didn't get up the review sooner. Went and watched it Friday morning, and I just, from the beginning to the end, it had references to movies all throughout. It even had a reference to one of my favorite cult classic horror movies, Evil Dead. I don't know if that was actually they actually meant to do that, but like at least I took it off that way. I don't want to spoil that or anything, but I love Super 8. What worked for me was truly the nostalgia. I felt like, even the actors, I felt every single actor just hit it off right. The kid actors were just great. They were funny. They weren't annoying, you know. I mean, I can see where some people would say, like, kid actors sometimes get annoying. I thought they were all good, especially Elle Fanning. I was really surprised. I didn't see somewhere. I heard that was really good. I know it was directed by Sofia Coppola, so I'm not surprised. But I know she was in it. I heard that was really good, but I never got to see that. But she was really good in this movie. I was quite surprised. Like, I've never seen her in a movie before, and she was really good. Even the boy, the main character, I forget the actor's name. I've never seen him before, I don't think, but he did pretty good. It was really good. Like, it even had Cloverfield that sort of referenced back to Cloverfield. I mean, you know, Abrams produced that movie, who directed this movie, J.J. Abrams, and I really liked this movie a lot. It was fun. I don't think it's like, there's nothing that's going to get this movie an Oscar, but I still, like, it captured what the movies were, what a fun movie was from, like, back in, like, the 80s and, like, early 90s, and brought it to today. Even though this is based in 1979, summer of 1979, right on the brink of, like, the 80s. I love this movie. I think Jaws came out in the 70s, so yes, late 70s and, like, the 80s, and maybe even early 90s. It really captured that, which we don't see it all in movies today. We don't see that sort of innocence in movies today. We don't see that fun. We don't just get that summer blockbuster that we haven't had one of these in years. And like all the way, Super 8. It's based on a bunch of kids who are making a Super 8 movie, which Super 8 is a type of the film, and they're trying to enter this film contest, and they see this huge I don't want to give it away or anything, but this huge catastrophe, and then they're basically just trying to figure out what it is, and then, the military gets involved in everything, and the whole town starts getting involved in this, and the kids are truly, they were there when it happened, and it just sort of unfolds, and I can see the only thing I may even have, the only minor, if I had anything to nitpick at this movie would be, it's the ending, and I've even heard people, that may have been almost too nostalgic, too cliche from Spielberg movies, because, it sort of, it really did, it literally looked like they took it out of Close Encounters, which I've heard many people reference that movie to this ending, which is why they didn't like it. But I didn't have that such of a beef with it, because, again, I was going in for it the nostalgic purposes. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, I just love this movie. Again, I don't think it's going to be any Oscar, but, I mean, if you were expecting an old school Spielberg movie, this is what, that's basically what you're going to get. That's what I was going in for, and that's what I got. So, I have to give this film a 5 out of 5. I can't give it anything beneath. And because it's mainly because the super, I don't want to give it away anything, but just stay through the credits. And, I really enjoyed that. It was sort of funny, but there was, I don't want to give away anything, but I can see where people say, well, that's just stupid. But, back to the old school, cult classics and, early monster movies and such, that really, the whole movie just paid off for me. And I've heard people say, well, I've seen this done so much better and all this. And that may be true, but we haven't had a movie like this in years, and I thought they did a great job at just trying to bring this style back. And hopefully we'll see more movies like this, more just fun, straight up, quality movies. I mean, I liked it a lot. I can't, it was a little scary sometimes, so, I mean, I don't know, I definitely feel like this was sort of themed towards more, I mean, this seemed more towards everyone. I sort of feel like it was themed more towards kids, hence all the kid cast. But there was, some elements of it were, I could see kids, getting freaked out and such, and saying, oh, that was scary, especially, little kids. But it was sort of dark at times, too. But, I enjoyed the film, and, even though Abrams didn't direct Super 8, I'm sorry, he did direct Super 8, but even though he didn't direct Cloverfield, they definitely took some of the things, not revealing the true plot. I don't want to give anything, but not revealing what happens sort of towards the very end. And some people said it was sort of a letdown, and some people don't have a problem with it. I'm one of those people who really don't have a problem with it. I like the ending, not the climax, sort of the reveal. I didn't really have a problem with it. I liked it a lot. So, again, Super 8 gives 5 out of 5 stars for me. Please go watch it. Go watch it as soon as possible. It's full price. If you can afford it, I would go watch it. So please. But that is the end of this review. So peace out.